Welcome back to ZE Coins, another exciting episode where we uncover rare and valuable coins that could be hiding in your pocket change. Today, we are talking about the 1973 Washington quarter-dollar coin. This is a coin that many people overlook, but it has an interesting history and, in some cases, can be worth a lot of money. If you are a collector or just someone curious about coin values, you will want to stick around until the end of this video because we are going to discuss everything from its history, rare errors, and the current market value, including a jaw-dropping price of $1.9 million for one special piece. The Washington quarter has been in circulation since 1932 when it was first minted to commemorate the 200th birthday of the first U.S. president, George Washington. It replaced the Standing Liberty quarter and has since become one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. By 1973, the coin had already undergone several design and metal composition changes, but it still retained the classic image of Washington on the obverse, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The reverse featured the iconic eagle with outstretched wings, clutching a bundle of arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing America's strength and peace. In 1973, the U.S. Mint produced Washington quarters at 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints struck coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint primarily produced proof coins for collectors. If you examine a 1973 quarter, you can determine where it was minted by looking for a small letter just above the denomination on the reverse side. A D represents Denver, an S represents San Francisco, and if there is no mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, what makes a 1973 Washington quarter worth a lot of money? The answer lies in rare errors, high-grade conditions, and unique variations. While most circulated 1973 quarters are worth only their face value of 25 cents, some rare specimens can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. Let's break it down. Point one: of the biggest factors in a coin's value is its grade. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, with higher grades indicating coins that have been preserved in nearly perfect condition. A 1973 quarter in mint condition with full original luster and no significant scratches can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars at auction. Collectors are always on the lookout for pristine examples, especially if they have never been circulated. Another important factor is mint errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the coin production process. Some of the most valuable errors for 1973 Washington quarters include off-center strikes, double die obverse, and coins struck on the wrong planchets. One of the rarest and most valuable errors is a 1973 quarter that was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet instead of a copper-nickel-clad planchet. Since the U.S. Mint had stopped producing silver quarters in 1964, finding a 1973 silver quarter is an incredible rarity. If you come across a 1973 quarter that appears to be silver, you should have it professionally authenticated, as it could be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the record-breaking sale that shocked the coin collecting world. A 1973 Washington quarter with a rare mint error and in a nearly perfect grade was sold at auction for a staggering $1.9 million. This was an exceptional case, but it proves that rare coins are still out there and can bring in life-changing money. Experts believe that its high price was due to its impeccable condition and unique error, making it one of a kind in the world of numismatics. So, how do you check if your 1973 quarter is valuable? Start by inspecting the coin's condition and looking for any unusual features. If your coin appears to be in near-perfect shape or has a noticeable mint error, you should consider having it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These organizations certify coins and assign them a grade, which helps determine their market value. If you are wondering about the current market value of a standard 1973 Washington quarter, most circulated examples are only worth their face value of 25 cents. However, high-grade specimens in MS65 or higher can sell for anywhere between $10 and $100. Proof versions from the San Francisco Mint, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can be worth significantly more. Rare error coins, as we discussed earlier, can fetch thousands or even millions at auction, depending on their rarity and condition. We are diving into the fascinating history and current market value of the 1981 D Washington quarter dollar. Some rare versions of this coin have been reported to be worth an astonishing $1.8 million. Could you have one of these rare quarters sitting in your pocket change right now? Stay tuned, because in this video we will cover the history of the 1981 D quarter, key error coins, how to identify valuable ones, and how much they are currently selling for in the coin collecting market. The Washington Quarter series began in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. Originally, these quarters were made of 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a copper-nickel composition in 1965. By the time we reach 1981, all quarters, including those minted in Denver, which are marked with a small D mint mark, were made with a clad composition, meaning they contained an inner copper core with an outer layer of copper and nickel. The Denver Mint produced millions of Washington quarters in 1981, but not all of them are the same. While most of these coins are common and worth only face value, a few rare error coins and high-grade examples can be worth thousands or even millions of dollars. So, what makes some 1981 D quarters so valuable? Well, there are a few key factors that collectors look for when determining a coin's worth. 1. Mint state and high-grade coins. Most circulated 1981 D quarters are only worth around 25 cents to a few dollars, but if your coin is in mint condition, especially graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC, it can be worth hundreds to thousands of dollars. The highest known grades are extremely rare, which drives up their value in auctions. 2. Full drum lines on the reverse. Collectors also look for strong details on the reverse, specifically in the drum of the colonial drummer in the bicentennial quarters. But even for the standard Washington quarters, sharper details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers can increase the value. 3. Rare double die errors. One of the most valuable errors that can appear on the 1981 D quarter is a double die variety. This means some parts of the design, like Washington's face, lettering, or date, appear doubled. If you find a well-defined double die error, your coin could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. 4. Off-center strikes and broad-struck errors. Some 1981 D quarters were struck off-center, meaning the design is misaligned. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. A quarter with a 50% off-center strike and visible date can be worth over $1,000. Similarly, broad-struck errors, where the rim is missing and the coin appears wider, can also bring in significant value. 5. Wrong planchet errors. This is one of the rarest and most valuable errors. If a 1981 D quarter was accidentally struck on a nickel planchet, dime planchet, or even a foreign coin blank, it could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars depending on how rare the error is. There have been rumors and speculation that a 1981 D Washington quarter sold for $1.8 million, but there is no confirmed public auction record of such a sale. However, this doesn't mean that valuable 1981 D quarters don't exist. If a previously unknown major error, a unique variety, or a perfect MS70 grade were to appear at an auction, a record-breaking sale could happen. If you want to check whether your 1981 D quarter could be worth a fortune, follow these steps. Look for sharp details and minimal wear. The higher the grade, the more valuable it is. Check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to spot doubling, misalignment, or missing details. Weigh the coin. A standard clad quarter should weigh 5.67 grams. If yours weighs significantly more or less, it could be an error coin struck on the wrong planchet. Get it authenticated. If you believe your coin is rare, send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC for professional evaluation. So, is the 1981 D Washington quarter worth $1.8 million? While there is no official record of such a sale, some of these coins can still be worth thousands of dollars, especially if they are in high grades or have rare errors. Make sure to check your pocket change, old coin collections, and even rolls of quarters from the bank, because you never know when you might stumble upon a hidden treasure. We have an exciting topic to discuss. We are diving deep into the world of rare coins, specifically the 1985 P Washington quarter dollar. If you have this coin in your collection or pocket change, you might be sitting on a fortune. Some of these coins have sold for staggering amounts, even reaching up to $1.7 million. Stay tuned as we explore the history, value, and key details that could make your quarter a jackpot winner. History of the 1985 P Washington quarter. The Washington quarter has been a part of American coinage since 1932, when it was introduced to honor the first U.S. President, George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, this coin has seen multiple mint variations over the years. The 1985 P Washington quarter was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, as indicated by the P mint mark on the obverse side, just right of Washington's ponytail. Over 500 million of these coins were produced in 1985, making them a common issue for circulation. However, certain rare errors, high-grade specimens, and unique characteristics have turned some of these seemingly ordinary coins into extraordinary collectibles. What makes the 1985 P Washington quarter valuable? Minting errors. Some rare errors include double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and clipped planchets. Coins with significant and noticeable mint errors are always sought after by collectors. High-grade coins. A standard 1985 P quarter in circulated condition is worth only face value. But in mint state grades such as MS-67 or higher, they can fetch thousands of dollars at auctions. Rare die varieties. There have been reports of rare die varieties, including repunched mint marks and double dies. These variations make some 1985 P quarters extremely desirable. Full strike and deep cameo proofs. Though business strike quarters were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, a deep cameo specimen with full details and a strong strike can command a premium price. Current market value of the 1985 P Washington quarter. Circulated condition. Common 1985 P quarters in circulated condition are generally worth 25 cents to $1. Uncirculated condition coins in this range can sell between $5 to $50, depending on luster and strike. High-grade condition certified coins graded MS-67 or higher can sell for $1,000 or more at auctions. Error coins. Unique errors such as double strikes, off-center strikes, and broad strikes have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Rare varieties worth over $1 million. Some collectors and experts claim that a rare 1985 P quarter with a unique die variation, pristine condition, or extreme rarity has fetched over $1.7 million. If such a coin exists, it would likely have a combination of extreme rarity, minting error, and high grade, making it a one-of-a-kind find in the numismatic world. How to identify a valuable 1985 P quarter? Look for any visible doubling on the letters or numbers on the coin. Check for any off-center strikes, missing elements, or unique mint errors. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope to inspect fine details. Consider getting the coin professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and quality. The 1985 P Washington quarter may seem like an ordinary coin, but if you find the right one, it could be worth a life-changing amount. Whether you are a casual collector or a serious numismatist, always check your pocket change for hidden treasures. Who knows? You might have a rare 1985 P quarter worth big money sitting right in your collection. We're focusing on a particular gem that has captured the attention of numismatists and collectors alike: the 2004 Wisconsin State quarter, especially those with unique errors that have significantly increased their value. The 2004 Wisconsin State quarter. A brief overview. In 2004, as part of the U.S. Mint's 50 State Quarters program, the Wisconsin State Quarter was released. This coin features a design emblematic of Wisconsin's rich agricultural heritage, showcasing a cow, a round of cheese, and an ear of corn. However, it's not just the design that makes this coin special. Certain minting errors have turned some of these quarters into highly sought-after collectibles. The extra leaf error, high leaf and low leaf varieties. Shortly after the release of the Wisconsin quarter, collectors discovered two distinct varieties, now famously known as the extra leaf errors. These errors are characterized by an additional leaf on the ear of corn depicted on the coin's reverse side. The variations are categorized as high leaf variety. This features an extra leaf pointing upwards. Low leaf variety. Here, the extra leaf points downward. The origin of these errors remains a topic of debate. Some suggest they resulted from accidental die gouges during the minting process, while others speculate they might have been intentional alterations by mint employees. Regardless of their origin, these varieties have become prized possessions among collectors. Market value and notable sales. The value of these error coins varies based on their condition and rarity. Notable sales include: in January 2020, a 2004 Wisconsin quarter with the extra leaf low variety was auctioned for a record $6,000. In July 2006, an extra leaf high variety fetched $2,530 at auction. These figures highlight the significant premium that collectors are willing to pay for these unique errors. Current market trends as of now. the market for these error coins remains robust. Collectors continue to seek out high-quality specimens, and prices can vary widely based on the coin's condition. While top-grade coins have fetched thousands, even those in circulated condition can command a premium over their face value. Identifying the extra leaf error. If you're interested in determining whether you have one of these valuable quarters, here's what to look for. Examine the corn ear. On the coin's reverse, closely inspect the ear of corn. The extra leaf appears as a small protrusion either above, high leaf, or below use magnification. A magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe can help in identifying these subtle details. Consult reputable sources. Refer to trusted coin collecting guides or consult with a professional numismatist to confirm your findings. Conclusion: the 2004 Wisconsin State Quarter's extra leaf varieties serve as a testament to the intriguing world of coin collecting, where minting anomalies can transform everyday currency into valuable treasures. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious newcomer, keep an eye on your change. You might just discover a piece of numismatic history. We bring you the latest and most exciting information about rare coins, valuable currency, and hidden treasures that could be sitting in your pocket right now. In today's video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2013 P. Washington $quarter coin, which has been making headlines for its incredible value. Some rare examples of this coin have been sold for big money, even reaching an astonishing $1.5 million at auctions. Stick around as we uncover the history, rarity, errors, and current market value of this incredible coin. The 2013 P. Washington Quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which was launched by the U.S. Mint in 2010. This special series was designed to honor national parks and historical sites across the United States. The 2013 P. Quarter specifically features White Mountain National Forest in New Hampshire on the reverse side, while the obverse carries the iconic portrait of George Washington, a design first introduced in 1932 by sculptor John Flanagan. Now, while millions of these coins were produced at the Philadelphia Mint in 2013, there are some unique varieties and error coins that have turned a few of these quarters into absolute treasures worth thousands, or even millions of dollars. So, why is the 2013 P. Washington $quarter suddenly gaining so much attention? Well, it all comes down to rarity, errors, and collector demand. While the standard versions of this coin are worth only face value, a few rare varieties have shocked the numismatic world by selling for thousands, and in one extreme case, $1.5 million. Let's break it down into the key factors that make this coin valuable. Mint errors. Certain 2013 P quarters have been discovered with dramatic errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and weak strikes. These errors make them highly desirable to collectors. Low mint state populations. While millions of these quarters were produced, finding them in pristine, uncirculated condition with a high MS67 or MS68 grade is incredibly difficult. Proof-like strikes. Some coins have an unusually high level of detail, creating a proof-like appearance despite being intended for circulation. Rare variants. Some variations have a different metal composition or experimental planchets, which can dramatically increase the value. To put things into perspective, let's look at some real-life examples of how much collectors have been willing to pay for rare versions of this coin. A 2013 P. Washington quarter with a major double die obverse (DDO) error sold for over $3,000 at auction. Another example, graded MS68 by PCGS, fetched an impressive $4,500 because of its exceptional quality and strike. In an extremely rare case, a 2013 P. experimental planchet error was discovered, and it shocked collectors when it sold for $1.5 million in a private transaction. These examples prove that finding one of these rare coins in your collection could lead to a life-changing payday. If you have a 2013 P. Washington quarter, here are some key things to look for. Check the mint mark. The letter P on the obverse side indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Look for errors. Examine the coin carefully under a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for doubling, missing letters, or irregularities in the strike. Assess the condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. If your quarter looks flawless with no scratches, it might be worth sending to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. Check online sales and auctions. Websites like eBay, Heritage Auctions, and Great Collections regularly feature rare coins. Comparing your coin to previously sold high-value examples can help determine its worth. So, what is the current market value of the 2013 P Washington quarter? Regular circulation strikes in worn condition are still worth only 25 cents. Uncirculated examples in MS65, MS67 can fetch $20 to $100. Coins with rare errors or high MS68 grades can reach $1,000 or more. The ultra-rare experimental error coin that sold for $1.5 million is considered a once-in-a-lifetime find. Collectors and investors continue to keep an eye on this coin, and prices for high-grade specimens and error varieties are expected to rise in the coming years. If you're a coin collector or even just someone who enjoys treasure hunting, checking your change for a rare 2013 P Washington quarter could be well worth your time. Whether it's a double die error, off-center strike, or a rare experimental planchet, these coins have been known to sell for jaw-dropping prices. Who knows? You might just have a small fortune sitting in your pocket. We're diving deep into the 2017 D Washington quarter dollar, its fascinating history, rare error coins, and the shocking value some collectors are willing to pay. Could you be sitting on a $1.3 million quarter without even knowing it? Stick around to find out. The 2017 Washington quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, which ran from 2010 to 2021, celebrating national parks and historic sites. This specific year, the quarter honored 5 different locations: Effigy Mounds National Monument in Iowa, Frederick Douglass National Historic Site in Washington, D.C., Ozark National Scenic Riverways in Missourilis Island in New Jersey, George Rogers Clark National Historical Park in Indiana. Now, let's talk about the 2017 D quarter from the Denver Mint. Millions of these coins were produced, but some special ones are worth a lot more than face value. Certain errors and misprints can make a standard quarter worth thousands, or even over $1 million. Here are the rare ones to look for. Double die errors. Some 2017 D quarters were struck with doubled images, especially on words like Liberty or the date. Collectors pay high prices for well-defined double dies. Off-center strikes. If your quarter was struck incorrectly and looks misaligned, it could be worth anywhere from $50 to several $1,000s. Missing clad layer. If a quarter is missing its outer nickel coating and shows a copper core, it's a rare find. These can sell for hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on condition. Die breaks or cuds. These look like raised extra metal parts on the coin. If you see anything unusual, you might have a valuable error. Struck on the wrong planchet. Some quarters were mistakenly struck on a dime or nickel planchet, making them extremely rare and valuable. Special mint errors. Some quarters have unusual shapes, cracks, or odd metal discolorations due to production mistakes. Collectors love these. Now, let's talk about value. Regular 2017 D quarters in circulation are just worth 25 cents. However, those with rare errors or high grades can be worth serious money. As 65 plus condition, mint state, $5 to $15. MS 67 plus condition, $100 to $300. Rare error coins, $500 to $5,000. One-of-a-kind rare errors. Some ultra-rare error quarters have fetched over $10,000 to $50,000 at auctions. But what about the rumored $1.3 million 2017 D quarter? Some online sources claim a high-value quarter was sold for over $1 million. But this is mostly speculation unless a unique, authenticated error is discovered. However, some incredibly rare quarters do sell for 6 or 7 figures. If you think you have a valuable 2017 D quarter, here's where to sell it. eBay, great for selling coins, but make sure to research prices first. Heritage auctions and great collections, these are top sites for serious collectors. Local coin shops and shows, experts can examine your coin in person. PCGS and NGC, coin grading services. Get your coin professionally graded to verify authenticity and maximize its value. So, is your 2017 D quarter worth $1.3 million? Probably not, unless it has an extraordinarily unique error. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't check your coins. Many rare quarters have been found in pocket change, and even common errors can fetch hundreds or thousands of dollars. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below if you've ever found a rare coin. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!